Good morning. My name is Jessica Miller Tomlinson, and I am an independent choreographer based in Chicago. The piece that I'm proposing for Western Michigan University is actually based off of some recent engagement and self-reflection that I started doing in the new year here, exploring my observations and tendencies. And I've identified my focus is mainly on texture, whether that's in nature, interpersonal relationships, or in my daily surroundings. As a visual and tactile learner myself, texture encompasses like the sensory experience of a substance or object. Like, for instance, I recall a lingering scent of a candle that was lit days ago in a room that's kind of like an underlayer, and then over top of that, that might be like the smell of bacon that I made for breakfast, or like just different things within the room, creating these textures in the space. Also, other examples, when cuddling with my fur baby Schrader, I noticed the velvety softness of his ears when they touch my hand or my face, or the shininess of his coat when basking in the sun. Additionally, I observe emotional responses that are evoked by certain interactions and situations that I find myself in. That texture, also refers to qualities created by a combination of different elements in the relationships we share with others, and how these relationships have distinctive characters and essential quality of characteristics that make each of them unique. And that's kind of where I'm wanting to kind of jump off for this particular piece. In context of working with the dancers, I intend to explore concept of foreground versus background, perceiving a group as a unified whole and isolating individual elements from their context, kind of aligning with the idea of mosaics, and how the individual parts can actually be more impactful than the entire composition, or vice versa. How you can have all these individual pieces, but then when you put them together, like put all these textures and layers together, they can become one really powerful moment. The distinctive patterns which inherit everyday existence, and the unique textures of the dancers' relationships are going to be examples played in the piece that I'm hoping. Dancers and I will work together to develop a diverse movement vocabulary that reflects the individuality of each of them. And we can draw upon my background in both classical and contemporary dance, so we can originate an original kinetic lexicon of our own for the piece. Using my experience as a rehearsal director, I'm going to prioritize technical clarity during this process, but also simultaneously fostering the artistic expression and audience connection that they have as performers. And the work will probably resonate with the emotional aspects of the human relationship, making it more accessible for the audience. I want to play upon more of the texture in relationships than anything else. How we textures are created with those relationships to others that we meet up with. I'm currently still researching original music on the Sound for Music website. I'm seeking an eclectic selection of tracks that encapsulate kind of the textures of the work. I think this creation process would be an exceptional growth opportunity for this group of dancers, to help them just refine their artistic expressions and continually expand boundaries of their technical capacities as well, because technique is a huge play in all of my choreography, as well as tapping into the human experience. So those are my thoughts, and I look forward to hearing back from you soon. Thank you.